Hello, good afternoon everybody. Today we are going to see about load combinations. That is, we want to go for manual load combinations as well as automatic load combinations. I'm Navneet Krishnan. So I already have created a model which has all the loads, all the properties has been described. We have plates, that is slabs, we have beams, columns, and all the member properties has been provided. Then I'm going to apply my dead load here for loading primary load, dead load. I'm going to name it as DL to add it. Then I'm going to add a load case called as live load, add it over there. Okay, and then if you have wind load, I'm going to add it as a wind load and provide it as WL, and then selecting this dead load case where I'm going to add my self weight, assign that to view. Then I'm going to add the member load, that is a uniform force of the wall weight minus 18.5, which is the calculated load that you can just use manual base or equivalent load should be calculated, and you can add the. I'm going to select this and then I'm going to assign it from the top view for only the outer walls, not applying for any columns, just for the outer beams. And I'm selecting here, and you can specifically select this for your project purposes. Since it is a normal model, just an experimental model, I am applying it for only outer walls. And then if you have some windows or doors, the equivalent load might definitely change, right? Then I'm going to assign to the selected beams and have assigned it. So you can see here the next it is I'm going for live load. I'm going to add the live load where it is. Since I placed the plates, I'm just going for full pressure on plates, pressure on full plates, that is minus 2.5 in the global y direction. Then since it is only for the plates, I can assign to view, which will be taking only for the plates. Then I'm going to provide my wind load. For that, first I should define the wind load, type 1 wind 1, then the same one how the explanation of this has been given in already previous video. So I'm just providing the values only. I'm not going to explain this in detail. You can check the other values for wind loads, other video for the wind load. Then wind load, I'm going to load it. You can see the wind load. I'm going to provide it y direction 0 to 30 meters. I want it in the positive x direction. It's already assigned. Now if you want to change the scale of the load scale, you can just go to this icon, right, where you can see here, you can click apply immediately, and then I'm going to increase the point force loading, which will be real time changing will be available. Once you got that set value, you can apply and click OK. Now I'm going for load combinations. The first method is that you're going for automatic load combination, which automatically you can get the codes based on the you can get the load combination based on the codes preferred. So for that, I'm just going for commands, loading, automatic load combinations. Then you can check which code you need. That is, for example, if you're using British codes, each one will be having, British code will be having two codes categories. That is, one it is for steel, that is BS5950, and BS8110 for the concrete. But I need actually, if you are checking for the Indian code, you can see general structures or steel plastic structure. You can see here I'm selecting British codes which I am using in this country, and then once you got that, you can going to generate the load. Once you see generating the loads, it will give you all the possible load combination based on that 8110. So that is You can see the first combination is 1 load case 1 dead load into 1.4 plus live load into 1.6. Second combination is live load into 1.4 dead load into 1.4 plus wind load into 1.4. Third combination live load by multiplied by factor of safety of 1.2, dead load by 1.2, live load by 1.2 as well as wind load by 1.2. So whichever combination you want to analyze, you can keep it in the selected load combinations, and the ones which you don't want or you don't want to consider, you can push it in the left side. That is discarded load combination. So now I want to analyze all the conditions. So what I can do is that I can select all the combinations and we are going to click add. Once you click add, it will be coming in the load case details as generated British. So you can see 1.4 into load 1, that is dead load, 1.4 into load 2, that is live load, then dead load plus wind load, then dead load, live load as well as wind load combination. So this is how you provide automatic load combinations. Suppose you are very clear about the um, basic factor safeties, or if you want a different factor safety other than your code books, you can do it completely by manual method. That is, you're going for the commands, loading, then I'm going for load combination, which is a manual load combination. You can see all the available load cases are there, and you can see which is the combination load type and what should be the name of the combination. For example, I'm going for name it as manual load combination 1. Then you can check which type of combination you want, whether it is normal, SRS or ABS, and then at the bottom you can see available load cases as well as you can see the load cases plus factor of safety. And suppose if you are using all 1.2 1.2 1.2, you can provide it as a default value. If you want different ones, you can just select the ones which you need and push it inside. You can see the factor. For example, I'm just checking my live load case should be 1.4 factor of safety. Then so the dead load case is 1.4, live load case I need it 1.6, and then load case 3, that is wind load case, I want a factor of safety of 1.2. Once you have given all those data, you can add that. This will be added as a next load case details. So this is how you provide the manual load combination. Then once you have done the manual load combinations, you get or you have finished automatic as well as manual. But sometimes, for example, previously it was BS8110, now the Euro codes came up. You have some changes. If you want to do some changes in the automatic load combinations, you can go to loading. At the last you can see edit auto load rules. Here all the editing can be done, or if you want to add a new code which is not available in the list, that is if we are going for automatic load combinations, any one which is not available in this list, if you want to add it, as well as the category, what you can do is that you can see a loading, edit auto load rules, then you can select which one you want, which code you want, and then for example I'm selecting British 8110. Suppose I want to edit this, you can see all the details here for all the corresponding load cases. For example, first load combination is that if you have dead, live, then if you have fluid, wind, all those things, if you have, you can select here. So if you don't want anything, you can delete that, or if you want a new code, you can provide a new code, or if you want a new category, you can provide a new category. Suppose I'm going for new code and providing the code as Euro codes. Then I'm going to apply a new category in that category name. It is Euro, number of rules it is 1. Okay, then I'm going to add a row, or if you want something you can add a row, type here 1.2, and then I'm going to provide here live load, it is 1.4, and win load I want it to be 1.4. I'm going to update it. Once you update it and you're going to close it, then when you go to your automatic load combinations, that euro code will be saved with that euro category. You can see here, once you generate loads, it has taken all the load combinations by default. So you can see here it is generated load case euro 1. So this is how you add a category by using edit auto load rules. Once we finish this, we have been finished load combinations. The topics discussed was manual load combination, automatic load combinations, and edit auto load rules.